Welcome back to another Sunday prep day. As every Sunday, I prepare all my vegetables for the week, and I'll make a few other things as well. Today, I'm also going to make a roasted salsa, and I'll make some stock, and I'll do some pork belly. I'm actually going to combine the stock and the pork belly. I'm going to use the stock first to pressure cook the pork belly, so that gets some of that flavor in there as well. But yeah, let's get started. Making some stock. We will start with some celery. With that, we'll also do some carrot. Actually, just go in here as well. There we go. And I want to do some slaw. So for that, I have some carrots that have been washed. And these are purple, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be orange on the inside. They usually are. We'll find out. No, this is actually orange, purple all the way through with a little bit of yellow heart. And I'm using purple just for color because I bought a bunch of different colored carrots yesterday, so why not? So, and this will also look quite nice with the purple from the cabbage that I'm going to use for the slaw, and some of the onion. So I'm only making a little bit of slaw this time, so I'm just going to take some leaves off. Usually I just chop the whole thing, but I want to save it. And if you leave the leaves intact, it will just keep a lot longer. So just cutting out the little ribs. And we'll do some mushrooms for the stock. I have some left over, so I'm just gonna quarter them, make them quite coarse. Maybe even just half them, yeah. This is just to give the broth a little bit of a meaty and earthy flavor. And I'll just chop the ends off these and leave the rest whole. Gonna go in the stock just like that. And what else? Well, I'm gonna get some cucumber. That's for a salad, and I might put some on my sandwiches later as well. What else? We can do some potatoes. I'm gonna have some burgers tonight, and I'll just have some potato wedges with it. And I'll season these with some paprika, some chili powder, garlic powder, onion powder. And I'll just put them in the air fryer. Some peppers. I'm going to leave some of them whole, some of them I'll chop up. I think I'll leave these whole for the roasted salsa. And these I'm just going to slice up because, what am I using them for? for the salad, and I'm gonna make some pasta later in the week. So I like some pepper in that. So I think I'll just do one. I might chop up another one later in the week depending on how fast this goes, but I'll just start with this. And to this we'll also add some chili. Red one, and have some green ones as well. And these are both pretty mild, so I'm not going to bother taking the seeds out. Okay. What else? So I'm going to leave these whole, and I have a bunch of tomatoes here as well. And some chilies that I'm going to leave whole, including a spicy one. And I'm just going to roast these in the oven, which I will do after I chop the veggies. So, and I will also roast a bunch of these tiny little onions and some garlic. So, yeah, let me do the sweet potato first. I'm not actually gonna peel them. I like them with the peel. I'm gonna use these roasted tomorrow, yeah, for Meatless Monday, with like a rice bowl with some beans as well. All right, onions. I will need some onions for the beans. I will need some onions for the pasta. I'm going to make some tandoori chicken. I'll use some onions for that. I'll take some half rings of the red onion and put that on my burger tonight. What else? For the slaw. Yeah, this is going to go into a lot of things, and also in the stock actually. So peel these. I'm gonna take some garlic, and actually half one I'm just gonna cut in half. And put some in a protective little packet. I could have used way smaller piece of foil, but that's okay. So that is for some roasted garlic for the roasted salsa, and yeah, I'll do a bunch of these small little onions. So I'm just gonna peel all of that and be right back. Okay, we cleaned all the onions. I'm just gonna add these pearl onions to here. So I'm preheating the oven now, and then I'll just throw everything in. I'm keeping the garlic whole because I'm just going to do those in the stock. And I'll finally chop some onion. And this one I'll use for the stock. I don't need it that fine for the stock, but since I do need it fine for the beans, I'll just chop everything finely. And these I'll just cut into half rings. And the last thing we need to do is just chop some cilantro, or coriander as we call it here. And I'm just giving it a rough chop because everything for the salsa is going in the blender, so it doesn't need to be too fine, just to help it along a little bit. the oven has finished preheating, so I'm just going to put some oil on my peppers and my tomatoes and my pearl onions. And I'm just going to put these in the oven and roast them until the tomatoes and peppers are black and the skin comes off easily. And that will probably take about 20 to 30 minutes. Okay, while all the veggies are in the oven, I'm gonna make the stock. So I have my Ninja Fury here. I have it on saute on high. Just gonna add some olive oil. And in go our carrots, celery, and our onions and whole cloves of garlic. So this is perfect. The skins have just started to go black. So I'm just gonna let these cool so I can peel the peppers and blitz that all up for the salsa. So yeah, we have carrots, celery, onions, and whole cloves of garlic in there. Just sauteing, and we're just gonna add some salt. And some pepper. So I'm just gonna saute this to get some color on it and soften it up. And then we'll add the mushrooms and pressure cook it with the pork. The vegetables have softened, so we're just gonna add some mushrooms. And add some water. In the meantime, we're just going to prepare the pork belly. So I'm going to score the skin. And some people like to do it crisscross. I like to do it straight, because that just makes it a lot easier to cut after it's crisped up in the air fryer. So that's the direction we're going to cut it once it's done. So and the skin gets really crispy, so it can be quite difficult to cut otherwise. Make sure you get it really in there, because that's going to make it crispy. Because that will draw the moisture out. And I'll salt the bottom as well. And then we're going to add our pork belly. We added the pressure cook lid, and now we're just going to pressure cook it for 1 hour. And as I'm editing the video, I noticed that the part of me making the roasted salsa was filmed in slow motion, so I'm just going to recap what I did. I just took the peppers and I took the skin off and took the seeds out, and then I added them to the blender with the tomatoes, and I took the roasted garlic out of the husks and added the onions and blitzed that up with some cilantro, some lime juice, salt, and pepper and cumin. So blitzed that all up. It was nice and spicy because I put 1 habanero in there and a couple of other chilies. And once that was blended up, I just put it in jars, let it cool down, and I'm gonna keep that in the fridge. So this is gonna go with the pork belly tacos and also with my rice bowl tomorrow. I'm gonna have some Mexican beans with the salsa and the roasted sweet potatoes. So, and I might also use this for my pasta on Friday. I don't know yet. It will keep for at least a week in the fridge, probably longer. So I can always use that next week as well. So just wanted to have that ready. Okay, the pork belly just finished cooking. It is super tender. It's almost falling apart. So I'm gonna let this cool, And then when I'm ready to eat this, I'm gonna cut this in 4 pieces for 4 portions, and I'll air fry the portion. Put some salt on it, air fry it, and it will get nice and crispy. So I'm gonna use this for some pork belly tacos, some ramen. That's why I also made the stock. And I'm gonna use that with some slaw and probably with some of the green beans or snow peas that I have for lunches. So yeah, I'm just gonna let this cool. I'm gonna let the stock cool, and when I put the stock away, I'll strain out all the vegetables because they're completely mush now. So they're just there for flavor. But yeah, that was it. The longest time was waiting for the oven to finish roasting the vegetables and for the pressure cooker to do its thing. But all in all, it took me less than an hour hands-on time. So, and now I have all my veggies ready for the week. So if you want to see what I make with all these ingredients, check me out on Instagram, where I will post every single meal that I have. And on this channel, every Sunday you can expect a video like this. Sometimes it's on cam like this, or most of the videos I've been doing top down. So I haven't decided yet which I prefer to do. So you just let me know. And on Saturday I do grocery hauls. So, and actually this week I'm planning on doing another video that I've been recording since yesterday, and that is what I eat in a day for a whole month, a whole week. So you get to see a little bit of what I make as well. So that will probably come out on Friday. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time.